Good afternoon, readers of Indian News Link and viewers. We have today with us Rachit Bhatia, a young and dynamic singer, a well-known member of the communities. He's coming up with his show this year on the 29th of March called Dil Chahta Hai at SkyCity Theatre. Let's talk to Rachit and find out something about the show, and in the process, hello Rachit, welcome to Indian News Link.
Hi Venkatji. Very nice to be here. Thank you for having me.
Tell us about the show. Preparations are going on, rehearsals are going on. What can your fans and lovers of Hindi film music expect this year at your show?
This year's show, we've subtitled The Legends of Bollywood and Beyond. And the main aim was to put a playlist together that covered approximately 70-ish years, so seven decades plus, of special songs that have been extremely memorable. And because it's a family show, it's multi-generational. So the point was that each person in the audience, it may not be their favorite song, depending on what the generation might be, but it'll be a song that they'll connect to regardless.
When you say you're going back 7 decades or 70 years, will you go to have the legends, like you mentioned, like Saigal and those kind of people?
So I won't give out all the legends at this point, but the main aim on this one, it was from a musical perspective. One is the singers, but usually people tend to stop at the singers. But there are many aspects that make a song. The personality on screen.
Absolutely.
The person who understands the song, the person who created the song, the person who wrote the lyrics to the song. So we'll give a tribute to all of them. There's so many songs that you can cover in such a situation, and it's not possible to cover everyone.
I know. I can give you a small incident that occurred in the early 1960s when Sri Ramchandra was one of the famous musicians. He used to say that every song is like a puzzle. First, you must have good lyricist. Then you must have someone to compose the music, someone to do the orchestration, and then a good singer or singers, depending on whether it's a single or duet song. And then when the whole puzzle comes, you get a whole picture. That is how it is to be. And when we look at your shows, we see a complete picture. So you have put together a team, I understand, for this forthcoming show. Can you tell us something about who the singers are and how the rehearsals are going and what kind of response you're getting, A, from your fellow singers, B, from the orchestra, and C, from others in general?
Yeah, so we've, thank you for that. It's a good opportunity for me to mention that I'm lucky enough to share the stage with my brother Sanchit, which will be very exciting for me. And obviously there's Ankita. She's a fantastic singer. And we've also got Reshma this year, and she's also a wonderful singer. So I'm really looking forward to the audiences hearing her as well at the SkyCity Theatre. And from a musician's perspective, the people who actually carry the show through, we've got Hemantji. He's a very well-known person.
Hemant Thakkar,
we've also got on the rhythm side, we've got Nigel.
Shows like your shows bring out that talent, and we're very happy that we are able to entertain people and at the same time grow these talents. How many shows have you done so far in New Zealand since the time you migrated with your family in 2002?
And this series of shows, Dil Chahta Hai, they're literally what that means is it's usually shows up when they're prepared. They're prepared by the person, how they see the show, what their vision is. And I guess over the past so many years, I never got that chance to present my vision. So this was an opportunity for me to present that. And so the last two shows, Dil Chahta Hai and Dil Chahta Returns, they were that opportunity for me, and I was very, very grateful to have that opportunity, and I guess I get to do that again this time.
Excellent. During a pre-recording session, you were mentioning that you were a lyricist, and that when you were very young, you used to write your own songs. You started with what you call Desh Bhakti or patriotic songs, and then graduated into love songs and so on and so forth. So have the love songs increased after your marriage to Aishwarya?
Yeah, all the time.
Okay. Tell us about your own songs. How many of them are there, and do you sing them at your events?
I have sung 2 of my songs in the previous event. There is one song that I'm looking forward to presenting this time as well.
Right.
And I'm looking forward for the song releasing as well.
How many songs have you composed so far, or rather written?
Maybe 30, 40 songs.
That's good. Have you recorded any of those? Have you sung all of them, or they're just on script format?
Quite a few are on script format, but maybe about 6, 7, maybe 8 of them are on some form of recording.
I see.
I'll answer it on the basis that songs do merge.
Yeah.
From that perspective, a lot of times when I write something, it may not be a complete song. It's just a thought that goes on. But sometimes when I'm presenting a different view and something really works very well in that situation, and the previous song then comes into play, or previous lines or an idea that'll play on. So that usually tends to happen. Most of the time, I think I'm very lucky in that I get to do this for just as a whimsical thing for myself. It's not for a specific project. It's not for a specific release. So it's something that's completely personal to me.
So let us say that when you're doing this 7 decades of legends, let us presume that there will be at least 7 or 8 main singers of these eras. So it could be Talat Mahmood, it could be Muhammad Rafi, it could be Kishore Kumar, it could be Mukesh, it could be R.D. Burman, it could be S.D. Burman. So many of the composers were singers as well.
Absolutely.
How did you learn to modulate the voices so that you give the audience a feeling that those singers are present?
So a lot of it I've learned from listening to other people around me in live situations. There are some fantastic singers around, there are some fantastic teachers around, and I've been quite lucky in that front, on that front. But I was told many years ago that if you want to pay attention, if you want to sing some song properly, don't just learn the top layer of the song. You have to understand the motivation behind the song, what is going on, and try not to copy the singer. Try to understand why they did what they did.
Correct.
And so it's something that I spend my time understanding as much as I can. Why did they do it this way? Why was there, why was there a hit in this moment, and why was there just a flow in this moment? What are they trying to? What is the ebb and the flow of the song? And sometimes I strike gold and I can sing it in a way that sounds really nice and similar to what might be.
So in what way the forthcoming event, Rachit, this year's Legends of Bollywood, would be different from your last 3 or 4 shows?
I would have to say that one of the things that is quite important for me is to bring a little bit of newness. The songs should not be repeated. So the first couple of times were all the songs that I had personally always wanted to sing. Now this I feel is a far more balanced playlist to some degree, where it's no longer just that's the only song or that's the first song.
Right.
It's also, there's a little bit more thought into that process, and go, no, but this needs to fit in this slot. This needs to fit in this era. This is the person that I do need to give a tribute to. And the other thing is, like I mentioned, as they fit together in puzzles. So the tribute isn't to one person in that one song.
Right.
The tribute is to the multitude of people who brought that song and brought it to life and made it magic.
So you've got a great opportunity to showcase some of the finest songs that Hindi film industry has produced over the last 70 years. Tell me now, I know that there are two very important women in your life. One is your mother, who is your greatest promoter, a great protagonist, and she is a relentless pursuer in marketing. Yes. And the other is your wife. How much have they contributed towards your music journey? I believe you got married in 2014 at the Pullman, I remember.
Yes.
How much have they contributed to your journey as a musician?
I think.
Let's start with your mother, Renu Bhatia.
It goes without saying that it would be impossible for me to have been a singer if Mum hadn't supported and encouraged it. And I mean that in every way, shape and form.
Right.
Whether it is being open-minded about, not just studies. You like music, let's go do this. And to today, then promoting the show the way that she does, it's amazing. So yeah, absolutely. It's the entire credit does go to these two women, and especially Mom, as I mentioned. Ash, I can't thank her enough, obviously, because it's there's such an important part that is required in life,
right,
that you just can't move forward without. And for me, other than providing those wonderful emotions for me to write those songs and get up on stage and know those emotions before I can present them, there's the entire management of my life, which I then spend all that time in singing. She takes care of all of that. It's just, again, like I said, the other side, it's impossible to move forward without these.
Yeah, it's very important, isn't it? Do you have any plans of cutting your own disc, bringing out your own album, because you've written 30, 40 songs, plus of course the concerts that you give have all been quite popular?
Yes, and actually there's one song coming out soon. So
would it be at the event?
There is a song that I'll be presenting at the event.
Auckland is getting a very busy place for events. So how long will this show be, this concert? And is there anything special that you want to tell your audience about Dil Chahta Hai 2025?
So the show itself will be about 3.5 hours from start to finish. And the thing that is that I think is going to be special about this show, or is something that we've mindfully kept a focus on, is that it's something that's for an entire family. And that is something that from day one that we've always wanted. So it was a very, very important piece for me personally as well, to make sure that the entire family can sit there and completely enjoy it. No one is getting singled out in that. So if we are talking about a previous era, then we will talk about the new era. And there'll be a song will be able to complement something from the past. A more modern song will be able to do that in the past. So right. There are some aspects, some nuances here, which I think that a good listener would definitely enjoy.
Do you get people from other parts of New Zealand coming to your concerts, like Hamilton, Wellington, Christchurch?
Yes, we've been.
Do you have fans there?
Lucky enough to have a few people. We know a few people will be flying in from Wellington. So, we love to have people who come in from Hamilton and Wellington and Tauranga.
Wonderful. We have a lot to talk about, many other things, Rachit, which we will do in due course. But for the time being, as we come to the end of this video cast and podcast, may I, on behalf of Indian News and all our readers and viewers, wish you the best in your forthcoming program.
Thank you.
And I'm sure that with all the efforts that are going on, it will be another memorable evening. And we offer our best wishes to you, and we look forward to watching your program. Thank you for being with us this evening.
Thank you very, very much. Thank you.
Thank you.